And welcome to another commentary. This week we have Ticci Toby, another creepypasta. Wait, I should do it with the creepypasta voice. Creepypasta mom. There we go. I'm sure you guys are sick of that by now. So with this one, it's actually interesting. During the SketchUp and the initial first coloring, my tablet driver stopped working. If you'll notice, you might not, but none of the line quality and none of the the sizing, like pen pressure, was working on it, and that really sucked. So I, midway through, I had to stop it. There was literally I think 3 minutes, had to stop it, figure out what was wrong, and basically I had to uninstall my driver and reinstall the driver. That way it would work. Sometimes, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with Wacam because I use a Cintiq, a Wacam Cintiq. A really older one, like 21UX. If you look, it's not even on the market anymore. It's one of the gray ones. And, I don't know. I get a lot of, it messes up a lot. But then again, at school, where I work at, so you can see right here, the thing isn't working. There's no pin pressure. There's no opacity. It's just, you might see me, draw a couple, no, I probably took off the recorder for it. But, there was a couple of times where I was trying to draw, and it was just drawing straight lines instead of curved lines. It was really annoying. So at school, we have the newer Cintiqs, and they still do it. So I think it's just Wacom producing a, kind of a bad product. I don't know. I've talked about this before, maybe, with you guys. I know I rant about it, but basically, Wacom is the big name brand. They're the ones that's really expensive. My Cintiq, when I bought it, was $2,000. And now there's got these things called Model Price or Novova that are $400, $600, same quality as the $2,000 one. So, and then there's Adobe, where Adobe has Photoshop, and it does well enough, but there's a lot of glitches, a lot of problems. But then, another company comes out, Mischief, and makes a very similar, equal quality, somewhat even better, because it's vector. But, they have it, Flash is a terrible program to draw in, because, Flash, the lines shift, they change when they convert to vector. But then you have Mischief that draws in vector as well, and then it looks great, and it's only $60 compared to Flash being $600. So I don't know. I have a little bit of a problem with big names. The name is the only reason why people buy the product, and they have a monopoly on it. Think about it. I'm not even talking about Ticci Toby now. I'm just talking about my my art tool politics. Anyways, let's talk about Ticci Toby. So this one was a tricky one because with Ticci Toby, there was apparently two versions of them. There was the so-and-so original version. Okay, let me step back for a sec. So, I don't actually read the creepypastas. What I do is I usually put Mr. Creepypasta on, or someone that reads out it on YouTube, and I've gotten various qualities. There was one girl that was really bad at it, and then Mr. Creepypasta is pretty cool. But for the most part, it varies in quality. It's whatever one pops up first in the search engine. So for anyone that's where can you post them so I can listen to them or read them? I don't read them. So yeah, and I found this creepypasta rap battle. it was a rip-off, spin-off, something other. It's just some kids trying to take the epic rap battle fame, make it their own, and it was really, really bad. The Clockwork is apparently supposed to be a girl, but instead in the video it was a guy. The Ticci Toby didn't have a machete, didn't have his hatchet, he had a machete instead. It was just one of those things where it's just really weird. And someone put in the comments why didn't you include the scarf and the goggles? Why didn't you put the goggles? And someone goes, that was fan made. That wasn't by the original creator. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I did look in Mr. Creepypasta's video. His picture of him doesn't have the goggles and such. So I'm like, I guess this is technically the original version. All right. And supposedly what happened was fans added those other elements that are really popular. So, because it's interesting what can become a fandom, actually. Because Creepypasta's got a fandom, and then people have their own characters that they really like, and then they kind of, even a fictional version or a fan version of the character now has a fandom. It's just really interesting and cool. Darkiplier, for example, it's Markiplier but dark, I guess, an evil version of him, and that has a fandom. Outside of the Markiplier fandom, this evil fictional version of a real life person has a fan base. It's just it's crazy, you know. Well, so the person was saying that it was fan made. So I kind of like, you know, I looked around and I couldn't find anything that didn't like, you know, say otherwise. And so I was like, all right, well, I'll draw the original version. Because, like, I'm assuming most people probably want me to draw the one with the goggles and the scarf. But at the exact same time, I couldn't, like, there might be purists out there that might yell at me, like, that's not the Ticci Toby, that's the fan-made one. I don't know how you guys are, was that Scottish? I don't know what accent that was. And then, someone in the comments here said that the original artist added this stuff later. And, the reason why that Ticci Toby shipped with Clockwork a lot is because they're friends, the creators of those two, and they cannily shipped them. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things. If you guys desperately want me to do the goggle version, let's do it. But in the story, apparently, he's possessed or is being puppeted, which I guess is possessed. Someone, like, laughed at me for saying that, so I don't know how accurate it is, but that's what I got from it, was he's being somewhat controlled by Slender Man. You know, because I don't know, because you need spin-offs of stuff, you know. And so the basic idea, what I remember, because like I said, I work on stuff, so some details and some elements don't quite always, you know, stay with me. But what I got from it was he had messy hair, so I wanted to make sure he had curly hair, because one, I have curly hair, I love curly hair. Curly hair is number one. Actually, really quick diatribe. Diatribe? I don't even know if it's a real word or not. I heard it before. I thought it was cool. But you know what I'm really frustrated with? Avatar creators and their lack of curly hair. I think it's very, very hair racist. I don't know. You ever notice, like, Mies and other thing? They never have curly hair. They have spike hair. And then I guess that's supposed to represent curly hair, but whatever it's CG, they never do curly hair. It's too hard, difficult. It's very frustrating for someone that does have curly hair. Now that I have longer hair, though, I can just put it in a ponytail, and then it looks like me, I guess, or a bun. So yeah, anyways, I'm drawing Slender Man here to incorporate it. I want it to be dark. He's not as detailed, and surprisingly, I did do this in 40 minutes. It felt a little bit longer. With these creepypastas, they go by a little bit quicker, and I think making them a little sketchier and unpolished actually adds to their charm. So that's a really big benefit for this, especially this month. I've been really busy. I need to make a video talking about all the animations I've worked on for other channels. That would be pretty cool. Even though I'm not really big into gore. No, the band. I enjoy the band. I'm sad that Odorous died, but my favorite thing about doing creepypastas is usually the blood splatter. I don't know. Something about it is just very fun. It's just adding red to everything, but there's just a certain way of doing it where you have the nice little pin pressure. You don't make the red completely red. You make it a little purplish, a little reddish, a little blackish, you know, a little dark, and it just comes off really nice. So with this one, in the creepypasta, I just remember that he had two hatchets. I'm just showing one because time purposes. But one was dull and one was new. And I forgot who he killed. I think it might have been his dad. But he wound up murdering someone. And I really wanted to have kind of that American Psycho type thing where the blood is like both splattered on his face, but also starting to drip down too. And I think that kind of came out pretty cool. I'm curious how people feel about the design of his face that I gave him. Because I know it's not the most traditional. But I don't know. I kind of made him into a cartoon character. Huh, who knows? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this very random and very interesting, quote-unquote, commentary. See you maybe tomorrow with another Watch Me Draw? We'll see. It depends on how much time I have. If not, see you guys next week. Oh, yeah.